Welcome back, viewers. Let's talk about the ongoing tensions in the Middle East. Yesterday, Donald Trump made a few announcements. He also hinted at the fact that he's ready to, in fact, embrace peace, offer peace as far as Iran is concerned. But in the latest, we have two rockets which have now hit the Iraqi capital's green zone. That's the confirmation that we're really picking up. But meanwhile, Iran also confirming that, in fact, US Vice President has confirmed this move and Iran has agreed to ease tensions. This is the confirmation which has been coming in from Vice President Mike Pence. He's claiming that US has received some encouraging intelligence that Iran has asked its militia not to move against American targets or civilians after the assassination of a top commander of its powerful Revolutionary Guards. The confirmation that US is now sending out is that Iran has agreed to ease tensions. Now, we don't know where the truth really lies at this point in time, because in the latest we also had information coming in a few hours back that two rockets have now hit Iraqi capital's green zone. So in that sense, the tensions certainly not de-escalating so much, but now US Vice President Mike Pence claiming that US has received some encouraging intelligence that Iran has asked its militia not to move against American targets. If at all we do get a confirmation on the same, it is indeed an important development, because now it does look like US is trying to hint at the fact that Iran has agreed to ease tensions. Could this lead to a de-escalation? Because this statement is coming in from US Vice President Mike Pence, who has now said that they've received some encouraging intelligence that Iran has asked its militia not to move against American targets or civilians after assassination of the top Iranian commander. So we have crucial developments coming in, and also a few hours back we were picking up information of how two rockets had hit the Iraqi capital's green zone, and this amidst the high security which now is being witnessed across the Middle East, because this also came nearly 24 hours after Tehran launched ballistic missiles at Iraqi bases, housing American and other coalition forces as well. And now an important breaking update coming in a day after we saw those developments kicking in. And Niranjan, our editor, joining us on the broadcast with more details. Niranjan, US Vice President making a sensational claim here. Could we look at a possible de-escalation here onwards?
Well, sort of mixed signals, because it seems like America is claiming something and Iran is doing another. Because according to reports coming in now from news agencies both in Iran and Iraq and the Middle East, there were two blasts that were reportedly heard in Baghdad, followed by sirens of emergency services. This was late Wednesday evening, so it's been at least a good 10 to 12 hours, is what we are being told, when these two blasts took place in Baghdad. The explosions came hours after US President Donald Trump delivered a speech last evening where he claimed in his own words that Iran was standing down. It was his claim. Of course, Iran had struck US bases, but the American president said no American lives were lost, no Iraqi lives were lost, and that was contrary to the claims made by both Iraq and Iran that 80 American soldiers were killed. So none of those casualties were confirmed by Donald Trump, and following that, we've had two more explosions coming after the speech. And there were also reports that two explosions rang out, especially in the green zone, which is the heavily fortified diplomatic area very close to the Iraqi parliament and also close to the US embassy in Baghdad. And there were more details available as far as the green zone attack is concerned. But there is also another version coming in. The Vice President of US, Mike Pence, has made a claim that they don't want to see any regime change in Iran, but want to see that the regime changes its behavior, and they continue to say that they will continue to confront Iran in the way that President Donald Trump has done since early in the administration. And US claims there is a climb down, and going by one of the messages that came in, the statements that came in from the Vice President of America, he said that US has received encouraging intelligence that Iran has asked its militia not to move against American targets or civilians after, the assassination of a top commander of its powerful Revolutionary Guards. So, U.S. claims there is a climb down, but as far as Iran's actions are concerned, there seems to be quite the opposite of what U.S. is claiming. So, Iran, as of now, it seems like U.S. is standing down. Iran continues to make its statement through these rocket launches and its actions. So right now the U.S. claims that militia has been asked by Iran not to move against American targets, but we've had 2 more attacks in the green zone. 2 missiles, we've been told, have struck targets in the green zone, which is the diplomatic area in Baghdad, which is very close to the U.S. embassy and also the Iraqi parliament.